ladies and gentlemen. So the third round of contract negotiations with David Alaba and FC Bayern has failed. So this is the third time. It seems like this is like the 10th time, honestly, the way this has been reported and constantly been reported. But this is like the third time that we've actually handed in a new contract that we're trying to get him to sign. And obviously with the January, with the winter transfer window approaching, which means that he can sign a pre-contract with another club in January for a transfer in summer. It looks like David Alaba is not going to stay. Bayern have already made clear that their negotiations right now are pretty much as final as they can be. And just from that perspective, you have to say that I think at this point Alaba is leaving. Now, there was a thing that came out, I think, once the second round of contracts failed, where essentially the whole situation was that, like, Alaba, he wants to, like, play good and prove himself for the fans, and then earn that contract essentially. I feel like he has definitely improved. He's definitely started the season absolutely terrible, but in the last 2-3 games I feel like he's been solid, and he's getting there. He's looking really strong again. But you also have to say that you're still not on like the Lewandowski, Neuer or Müller salary. You really shouldn't be there, and that's just the way it is. Now, of course, he is it depends on how you value it, I guess, but I think many people will consider him a youth product. So obviously the argument that him and his camp are making is that I didn't cost you any money, or I didn't cost you much money, whereas other players, that they will cost you money. If you're trying to replace me, they will cost you a salary fee, and in Bayern's perspective, that's like, bro, that's every transfer, right? If we didn't want to pay transfer fees, that's just ridiculous. Like your contract situation and your your contract situation and your transfer fee don't correlate in that regard. So that's not gonna be looked at in that regard. So this Alaba situation, I mean, we'll definitely know more in January. Whether Alaba signs with another club, a pre-contract with another club, or whether he's gonna, accept and give in to the contract demands. I don't think Bayern are really gonna increase their salary. The reported fee by Sport Bild being 11 million euros plus 6 million in bonuses, which takes them up to 17 million. And apparently Alaba's camp, they deemed the fixed salary, the 11 million, too low, which, man, I wish I was on 11 million, all right, but that's a different story. The point is, Alaba hasn't accepted a contract, and we will see how it all pans out. Now, again, Alaba, for me, has been improving his performances. He has actually looked rather good recently. So I still hope that, he can really improve his performances. I know, try and, like, maybe play for a new contract, but I don't think he really wants to sign a new contract. That's just my thought in it. Because for me, the thing was, he knows that Bayern have a wage structure. Everyone knows that Bayern have a wage structure. Everyone knows that Bayern won't go past that wage structure. That's just the way it is. So for me, the way I always looked at it is, like, if he demands that much money and he's not budging, like, usually, you put your offer in and then you kind of budge, to negotiate, that's what it's called, a negotiation. But the way I look at it is that, like, he put in such a ridiculous demand, the report obviously demand, that he is going to go. He is going to leave because he put in a fee that, now he can say, oh, Bayern didn't appreciate me enough, so now I'm leaving. And I feel like that's kind of like his chess move. But for me, I think he's leaving. I think, next season, he's going to be leaving. Next summer, he's going to be leaving. That's just my gut feeling telling me that. But I might be wrong. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I will be. But yeah, that's just the way I see it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you all think. I will be seeing all of you in the next one, everyone. Until then, have a nice day. Peace out, and as always,